evening. I'm Andrea Anderson.
I'm Brian Allen. Beginning tomorrow, the Department of Homeland Security will be enforcing the requirement to ask for a real ID in order to fly.
This, however, does not mean you cannot fly if you don't have one. Tonight, Grant Green has more on the other documents available to be able to travel and how you can prepare for your upcoming travel. That is our top story tonight at 6. Grant, good evening.
Good evening, Brian and Andrea. And well, for everyone listening, you will likely need to save even more time if you are about to fly, because there might be a lot of confusion. 20 years after the Real ID Act passed in 2005, this will be an important identifier before flying. A long overdue step for national security is finally coming to fruition.
We will make sure that it is as seamless as possible and that travelers will get to stay on their intended itinerary, but we are telling people that this law will be enforced and it will allow us to know individuals in this country who they are and that they're authorized to travel.
South Dakotans won't be affected directly because the state has been compliant to Real IDs since 2009. Therefore, it should have that gold star at the top right corner, whether it's a driver's license or regular ID. Getting a Real ID takes just a few extra steps, including providing a birth certificate, proof of address, and social security.
Other than trying to track down those documents in your storage, it may take a few minutes longer, but it's really not that much of an additional burden.
However, a few states, including Minnesota, should be aware that even if they don't have a Real ID and instead have that enhanced ID that Minnesota and 4 other states offer, they will now be able to use that for flights. Sean Stewart with AAA says travelers should be aware of that to avoid any confusion at the airports.
Especially if your flights originate in a larger city, a larger airport with heavy traffic, there could be some delays at the TSA checkpoints.
If you forget your needed identification at home, travel agent Melissa Sutton says TSA will often accept a digital copy if necessary.
Say they live in another town and they have a passport, but they didn't bring it with them and they don't have a Real ID, have someone in their hometown make a copy of the passport and send it to them. That would be something they could show TSA.
If you don't have a Real ID or enhanced license, you can try a few other options, including bringing a passport, trusted traveler card, and any of the acceptable identifications listed on the TSA website. Brian.
All right.